Okay, welcome to this brand new video of the series How to Franchise Your Business. Okay, if you're watching me for the first time, I'll give you a quick introduction about myself. I'm Karthik Naidu. I'm a lawyer turned educationist and a franchise business coach. I'm the founder of Franchise Ecosystem Hub. I love reading books. I'm a movie buff and I'm on a mission to help 10,000 business owners scale their business using franchise system. Okay, so welcome to this brand new video of the series How to Franchise Your Business. Okay, so welcome again. So in this particular video, you know what I'm going to be getting into? In this particular series of How to Franchise Your Business, I usually pick up one particular business model, come here and share everything about it. Okay, if you are an independent entrepreneur or a hotelier or you're an educationist or any business for that matter, I pick one topic each video and I share with you the entire blueprint. That means you can actually use the system to franchise your business and take it forward. Okay, so before we get into, I want to make it clear that what is a franchise system? For new people who are watching this who are not very aware about the franchise system, it's a very simple formula. So you go forward, you run a business. So once your business is successful, either you have two options. One is you go forward and set up some 10 stores or 20 stores or 50 branches of your own. So you make investment for every single branch and go forward. Or you have a second option that you can get in people who are ready with the investment and want to work hard to build the business. So you give them your brand name, you give them the support, you give them the service, you give them the training to run that particular one single store in that one location. So they become the franchisee and you become the franchisor. The whole business model becomes franchise business model. Okay, I hope that is clear and super clear with you. So let's get on to the topic for today. Okay, so in this particular video, I have picked up a super quick and a most demanded and where I get asked a lot of questions. And the topic is how to franchise your business in the category of QSR. Okay, that's a restaurant. So what is QSR? QSR means it's quick service restaurant. Okay, so without taking much time, I'll take you into my mind map and let's decode the business of QSR, and specifically I'll be picking up a topic inside the fried chicken category. Okay, I'm getting into the micro niche, that means fried chicken QSR models. I'm going to be breaking apart and telling you how exactly this business model works and what you need to do to scale this particular business into franchising of your own brand. Okay, if you've heard about KFC, if you've heard about 5-Star Chicken and other companies, this is what I'm talking about. So you could build your own fried chicken brand and then franchise this particular business across any location. Okay, there's no boundaries. Whether you're from India, whether you're from abroad, you can still do it the same way. Okay, but my topic and my explanation would be specifically to India. But if you're watching outside India, you can always use this particular model and just convert the revenue percentages and the currency what I mentioned in this particular video. Okay, without taking much time, I'll take you to my mind map and let's start decoding the QSR model of how to franchise your business. Okay, so this is my particular mind map, and first I'm going to be covering 6 topics in this particular video. The first topic I'll be covering is what is a QSR. Okay, the second I'll be getting into what are the similar businesses, because you need to know what industry you're in currently. If you don't know what industry you're in and who are your competitors or who are the similar businesses, then it's very difficult to position yourself. Okay, the third is going to be QSR operations. So how do you operate this particular store? Okay, and the fourth one is going to be franchise store setup. How do you set up a franchise store? So if you have this particular business, you want to set up your store, what are the points that you need to keep in mind to set up a franchise store? And the fifth one I'll be getting into is the supply chain. So once you set up a store, you need a supply, right? So how should that supply chain work? And the sixth one is going to be the profit margin. So how are you going to be charging your franchisees? Okay, so these are the 6 topics I'll be covering, and let's get on to the first topic, that is going to be the QSR. So what is QSR? QSR is something called as the quick service restaurant. That means you can even use it as like similar to fast food. Okay, but this is a different business model because what happens in a restaurant, you have different types of restaurants. You have fine dine, you have like the fast food, and one of the categories is like QSR, that's the quick service restaurant. This is like the most popular currently because people don't have to wait for their order for a very long time. Okay, so they can just place the order and it's almost ready. You see how McDonald's work, how KFC work, it's a similar model. Okay, so that is called as the QSR, and today's particular video is going to be specifically to fried chicken. Okay, so what are the similar businesses in that fried chicken space? I'll tell you what are they. The first one is KFC. Okay, that's a Kentucky Fried Chicken, and it's like worldwide the most popular fried chicken, and probably that was the origin and which was so popular that took over the world market in this fried chicken category. So KFC is like the leader right now in this particular things. But apart from this, even McDonald's and other brands have also started doing the KFC model. Okay, the fried chicken has been introduced in different QSR restaurants brand also, but still KFC is a specialist because they stand for the fried chicken. So whenever you're running a business or a niche, anything, especially if you're in the hotel industry or the restaurant industry, I want to tell you that pick up a specific niche. Okay, if you want to name your particular restaurant into any categories, whether you're getting into the Indian category, Chinese, or you're getting into the fried chicken, the fast food, or anything for that matter, you can pick up one specialized and then master it, because to franchising, I'll tell you, you have to be a specialist than being a generalist. If you're going to be having some 25 menus in your, if you have 25 items in your menu, it's going to be very difficult to franchise your business. But if you have some 4 to 5 items in your menu, then that is franchisable. Okay, the quick service restaurant works like this, so you need to work on that. This can be very similar to your rolls, okay, Kati roll junctions or anything like that. Okay, if you're dealing something with small things like burgers, fried chicken, Kati rolls, all of these are like similar. It works similar, but in my explanation in this particular video, I'm going to get like specific laser focus on fried chicken. Okay, the first similar business is KFC. The second one is 5-Star Chicken. It's a Thailand based company, and third is going to be the American Fried Chicken, and fourth is going to be the Star Fried Chicken, and next is going to be the Big Chick. See what I've done a combination here. I've taken from the international franchisors and franchisees till I've taken to the brand new ones. Okay, if you look at the Big Chick or Star Fried Chicken, these are like the new people in this domain. Okay, but I want to give you a research on these people also, because they are been following the similar model. So if you're in this particular space, these are the 5 people you need to just refer and check out. Okay, one is the international, and one is Indian, and one is Thailand based. So you can go forward, explore yourself and study what exactly they are doing. Okay, so what is the operations part? I'll get into the QSR operations part. If you want to run a QSR restaurant, that's a quick service restaurant, in a very efficient manner, you need to have few things that has to be flowing. Okay, there has to be a circle. We call it SOP. That's the standard operational procedure. If you have that SOP on board, like if you're a franchisor and if you want to grow your business, grow your particular brand into multiple branches, then you need to have the SOP. You should exactly know how your system works. I'm going to show you how the operations of a QSR restaurant is going to work. Okay, the first one is going to be, first is you need a bird. Okay, we call the chicken as the bird. Okay, and we call it the raw stock. So what do we say? It is not the live bird we are talking about, but this is after the processing is done. You get a packaged a bird put into different things. They cut it down into 10-12 pieces of a bird. Okay, your leg piece, your thigh piece, then there are different pieces when you pick up the fried chicken. So when you're having in KFC, you would see all of these, right? So when those pieces are differentiated, you get them packed in one single package. Okay, that is called a bird, and that is called a raw stock. Okay, there is no ingredients that added. This is like a raw bird that's been packaged and been sent. Okay, you need that one, the number one thing. The second is you need a premix for it. Okay, if you're looking at a fried chicken, if you want to deep fry it, you need a premix which is there so that you can apply on top of the chicken and leave it into the oil, so that the texture of that fried chicken comes over that. Okay, the third point is going to be the oil. You need oil to do it, and that particular oil has to be consistent. If you want to have the consistent quality in all your branches and all your stores or your outlets, then you need to follow with one single brand of oil so that you work out on that particular taste. Okay, this particular oil will be used for deep frying. Okay, the fourth one is going to be just a minute. Okay, yeah, the fourth one is going to be packaging materials. So once you finish, the chicken is ready, either you give it to them so that they can eat it quickly there inside the store, or they can get it packed and take it home. Okay, it's to go. So they have two options. So you need the right packaging materials. If somebody opts that, okay, you have some like 4-5 chairs and a table, somebody takes a plate of chicken, like 2 pieces of chicken, they sit down there and they want to eat it. Okay, so you need to have packaging material like your paper plates and other things. And when you're packaging and it's to go, that's going to be the parcel, then you need to have the exact standard branding that has to be done to that. Okay, you need packaging materials because this is what will differentiate you into a brand. Okay, I can get deep into it, but I'll not be getting deep into it. You can work out until the tissue papers of branding. Okay, so that's a different topic. So these 4 and the fifth one is going to be the ketchup. Okay, so if you're using this, you might have different ketchups like the tomato one, the mustard, or anything which goes well with your particular fried chicken. Okay, so the 5 things, I'll repeat it. The QSR operations, if you need to serve a plate of fried chicken to a customer, what is required? One is you need a bird, okay, which is already packed with different pieces and ready. Then you pick it up, you use a premix to do it, and then you put it in the oil to deep fry it, and once it's out, you package it to go or to give it inside so that they can have it quickly. And the last is offer something like a ketchup or something to go with your particular dish of fried chicken to enhance the taste of that particular thing. Okay, this is how you need to be making specifically that what are the 5 steps you require to deliver your particular food item. Okay, so whatever it is, I'm here speaking about the fried chicken. So whatever you're delivering, you should know exactly what are the 5 main steps that you need to follow. Okay, for fried chicken, these are the 5. So next I will be getting into how to set up a franchise store. Okay, so you know what you require to actually prepare the fried chicken, but right now I'm going to be getting into the franchise store setup. You need 5 things. Okay, I make it very simple. I want to tell you because I don't want you to note down some 10 points, 20 points, the main 5 points. Okay, inside 5 points you can get deep into it. That's a different topic, but here I'm going to be giving you the main 5 points you require. So if you want to set up a franchise store of your own brand for a fried chicken, what do you require? The first thing is you need a list of equipments. Okay, so what do you require inside that? So inside equipments, what do you need? You need, one is the deep freezer. So once your bird has arrived in your particular store, in your franchise store, where do they keep it? Okay, the shelf life of the bird is very less. So you need to have a deep freezer so that you can actually store it. So second is going to be the fryers. The fryers are something that are not like, you don't have a burner, you don't have a gas which actually burns it and the oil is burning. You get something called as the fryers, which is like compact. Okay, because QSRs are going to be in a limited space. So you have something called as the fryers, where you get like a rectangle box and you put oil inside that. You can set the temperature to whatever degree you want, because it has to be specific degree temperature. Otherwise, your particular fried chicken could be overcooked. The taste might differ. So you're going to be getting in that SOP about, you should prepare as a business owner that how much the temperature should be, how long the fried chicken should deep fry. Okay, that has to be the specific part. Okay, so you get the fryers, and next is the warmer display. What is this? Once you take from deep freezer, you fry it in the oil, you deep fry it. So once it's out, so you don't have like, you have to do it like about 12 pieces at a time. Okay, so after that, where do you keep it? You might have an order just for 6 pieces, but what do you do with the rest 6 pieces? You have something called as a warmer display. Okay, this is like a small showcase, to put in a very simple language, that has some warming effect inside. So once it's done, you can put these on the displays. If you visited KFC, you would see, right, all these pieces have been kept in a huge display kind of a tray, and that is called the warmer display. Okay, you need these as equipments inside your franchise store. Okay, the second one is going to be the branding. So what is branding? So first is, you need to have a strong and attractive name display of the brand. That means on top of your single store, even if it's like 10 square feet by 10 square feet, 20 square feet by 20 square feet, or 50 by 50 square feet, doesn't matter. QSR restaurant can be any size, but you need to have a nice branding that is done before you get into the store. Second is going to be the menu boards. QSR members, I want to tell you that these are the places where you need to focus on the branding and the item display. Okay, you need to have photographs of your particular product. Okay, so here the product becomes the fried chicken. Okay, that is the fried chicken is our it's like the hero. Okay, we need to have a beautiful pictures. You can actually do the photo shoot for that or get it done. Do it exclusively. Do not download from online. Okay, do it exclusively for your store with the branding. It will give you much leverage as a business owner and as a franchisor. Okay, so once you do that, you have to display the pictures and write the pricing and other things. And next is the menu boards. Yeah, menu boards, that's what I was talking about. And third is going to be the branding materials. So once they're inside, once they're waiting for the order, they have to be observing the brand presence every single place. It can be the person who's in the billing counter has a badge with the brand name on it, a tissue paper with the brand name on it, or you have the packaging box what you give them. On that there should be a branding. So if you want to be a brand into the space and want to call yourself as a franchise brand, being a business owner, you need to work on all these things. Okay, so branding materials is very important. The third one is going to be interior designs. So to set up a store, you need to make sure that your interior design is uniform. Very important stuff. You walk into Starbucks, you walk into KFC, you walk into McDonald's, you walk into Coffee Day, anywhere you find the same interiors and the same feel inside. So being a franchise store, you need to focus on that particular part. Okay, and the next is going to be the paint colors, your branding, everything should go together. Okay, and the fourth one is going to be service. So how do you have to be serving inside the store? If you want to set up your store, it's not only about the appearance, it's about the people inside that, people working in that. So what is going to be that? The first one is the franchisee training should be done. Okay, that is going to be the owner of that franchise. The franchisee should be trained in such a way that they go forward and manage that particular store. If not, I'll tell you members, it's going to be very difficult as a franchisor and as the main company. You will not be able to go and train every single employee inside your franchisee store. Okay, it's going to be very difficult. So you need to create that system that you train your franchisees and your franchisees in turn train their particular staff. Okay, that is going to be the thing. And next is going to be the staff training. As I just told you, the staff training should be in such a way that even the greetings, okay, if somebody is like welcoming a customer, the greeting template should be same. That means if you get into KFC, you have a standard thing, right? So hi, welcome to KFC. So what would you like to have today? They have a format. Okay, so that format you need to have a script, okay, done so that you can train them in particular. Okay, and next is going to be the order format. So how do you speak to a customer first? How do you take the order? How do you collect the money? What do you need to, what words should you use to collect the money? You can't use random words. You need to be scripted in every single thing. Only then your particular QSR restaurant would look like a branded and would sound like a branded one. Okay, and next is going to be uniformity in everything. Uniformity in what? One is your uniforms. Your staff uniforms have to be like same. The branding color should go along with that. And next is going to be the pricing, most important part. Okay, so the pricing is very important because in any store you go forward, your pricing has to be the same. Okay, very important stuff. Okay, the fifth and most important is going to be the systems. You need to have a particular system to run this entire quick service restaurant. One is your billing software should be very clear. You should have an integrated billing software so that tomorrow it's easy for you to track what is the sales and what is the wastage and other things. Even your franchisees are going to be benefiting from this particular thing. So your billing software's IT solution is a must. Okay, next, inventory software. That means once the stock is getting over, this particular restaurant has to place an order to you. They should not be calling you to tell that, because if you want to grow and scale in a bigger way, you need systems. Okay, you need to set up the systems. So inventory software is about, you will know exactly what is the inventory that's come inside. So you can say that we have 12 birds and right now 8 birds are being sold. There are about 4 birds in the stock. Okay, so automatically this particular franchisee says I need to order another 20 birds. So he goes forward and place an order in the software and you get it as a franchisor and then you supply it. Okay, so this is going to be the system and I'm going to get into the supply chain right now. So once you do this particular store setup, you need to provide them the raw materials. That is going to be your bird. Okay, so what do you do? If you want to have a supply chain, you need to breed the live birds. Okay, you need to have two options. KFC and big companies have their own breeding, like 5-star chicken and other people have their own breeding. They breed their own birds and then they give it, because they want to make sure that the quality of the bird, the food what they give is all similar to get the taste out of it. But if you're just starting off, you can tie up with some good companies who are into breeding with them, so that you can use one particular brand. Do not keep changing it, okay? So very important part in that. Second is going to be the premix. Premix should have an SOP. No matter what, you should have a document of about what exactly the premix is, and this is your intellectual property right. Okay, if you see Coca-Cola, the concentration what they have, that is their main asset. So similarly, your asset is going to be premix. Your premix should never vary. Whether you do it for 1 bird, 2 bird, 100 bird, 1000 bird, or 50,000 birds across India or across the globe, your taste has to be same. So your premix should be like documented, okay? The third one is going to be the logistics. How do you maintain the entire logistics? So once the breeding is done, you probably go forward and do the processing. Once the processing is done, you send these particular birds into cold storage. If you're not able to send the birds on the same day, you need a space to store it. How do you think KFC is working? KFC birds are not from India. If Indian stores are there, it comes from directly from them, or they have their own particular breeding farms. Okay, so they have a transportation time that is there. So how do they do it? They have the storage system that's there. And next is called the preservatives. Yes, there is going to be preservatives included, but you need to make sure that it comes under the food and license and all those things. So you don't have to worry about that. To get approvals, you need to apply for approvals and show the system that how you're doing, and you can follow the norms how to use the preservatives for that. Okay, these are not harmful preservatives, so don't worry about that. If you're a customer, okay. And the fourth one is going to be the transportation. Transportation, as you can have trucks with cold storage and a speedy delivery system. You need to have a speedy delivery system, okay. That's why it's better for you to scale like phase wise. If you're from Bangalore, start doing it in Bangalore. Once you're done with that, get into the neighboring cities, neighboring states, then the southern part of India, then the northern part of India. So you can do that specific location based. You need to have a strategy to scale your business. You cannot just give your franchise right in Delhi, Orissa and Jaipur right away. It doesn't work like that. Okay, you need to have a plan, so that you have to have a entire system of the supply chain. Okay, and coming to the last and the most important is the profit margin. How do you fix the profit margin? So let me tell you that you're a business who has a fried chicken business. You want to franchise your business right now. So how are you going to be fixing your profit? How is the company going to be benefited? First one is called the royalty. Okay, so what exactly royalty is? A very, very popular word in the franchise world. Okay, so royalty is something that you put a percentage on the gross sales. Suppose if a restaurant is making 1 lakh sales, okay, so you say that, okay, I need 10% of your gross revenue as a royalty. That means 90,000 rupees goes to the franchisee and 10,000 rupees comes directly to the company. But here this 10,000 does not, this 1 lakh rupees includes everything. It's a gross income. It's not a net profit. So that is one way to fix up your particular things. So I'll tell you what are the pros and cons of both of them. Okay. So when you fix a percentage for gross sales, your your positives is going to be that higher sales, higher profit. Okay. If the store is making the more number of sales, then your percentage of profit is going to increase according to that particular store. Okay. But the minus point, I'll tell you, you will be unable to probably track it and see what the actual sales is. Okay, this is a day-to-day operation part, restaurants, because what happens, there will be wastage inside it and there will be a lot of factors involved. So the minus point is that you will not be able to track as a company. Sitting in Bangalore and tracking somewhere in Delhi with one single store would be quite difficult. You can manage with systems, but still, you know, it's like practically you cannot accurately 100% manage that part. Okay, so that would be a minus point. So there is second model which is called as the profit at sale model. Okay, that's what I call it. What does that profit at sale model mean? Okay, that means that you sell the raw stock at a discounted price. Okay, this is a fantastic thing, members. Even if you're a business owner of any different industry, this particular system works in everything. Okay, what is exactly the discounted price? Okay, so you sell the raw stock at the discounted price. For example, so somebody buys a stock of, your franchisee buys a stock of 10,000 rupees. Okay, you give them a profit margin of 32%. Okay, so that will be your agreement initially when you agreed upon them. So what happens, the company is giving you the stock at the discounted price of the balance 68%. For example, 10,000 rupees, they sell it to you at 6,800 rupees, and you go forward and sell this particular stock to 10,000 rupees. In turn, you make that gap profit by yourself as a franchisee. So as a franchisor, you're not worried about what is the sale, what is exactly going on, what's the wastage and other things. So all that is left to the franchisee. So franchisee also is going to order according to their requirement. Okay, so they know to manage their single store, so they will do it. They'll do a brilliant job out of it. Okay, this is one of the super models that you can implement when it comes to your fried chicken franchise business. Okay, I'll tell you the positives. The positives are going to be the profit at sale. You make a profit at sale. You're not waiting to get the reports, auditing, manpower systems. Everything is cut down straight away. Okay, there is no wastage for you as a company. You're not bearing any wastage. You're giving it to them. The franchisee runs by themselves. Any wastage, they take it upon them. Okay, the next is going to be no return. See, once you give, there is no way that they can give it back to the company, especially coming to the fried chicken. It's impossible to return anything. So it's either the franchisee has to make sure they order in their required thing, and they'll work it out, because for you it is about 100 stores or 1,000 stores. For them it's about one store. So they know their store better than the company. Okay, so they'll be much smarter in that. And the minus point is that the order will vary to you. See, looking at a franchisor, I have like 10 stores of fried chicken in Bangalore, and one says I need 10 birds, other says I need 20 birds, other says 30 birds, other says I just need 2 birds. So how do you manage with the entire orders? Because it's going to be differing every single day. So you need to manage that part very well as a company. And next is going to be the tracking orders. So how do you track the orders? Okay, so when they place an order to you, so tracking might be a little bit here and there when it comes to it. So it varies like completely. So your tracking of packing to this particular store 2 birds is going to be a little challenge. I mean, your backend has to be like super strong, because when they're packing, they should know that, okay, store number 1 needs 10 birds, store number 2 needs 2 birds, store number 3 needs 8 birds. So they should be specific and pack that in such a way and then load it to the truck, so that you don't get wasted and the transportation should not come back and load it back in the warehouse or the cold storage. Okay. And next is going to be the quantity is unpredictable. This is going to be one of the most important challenges. Okay. So that's about how to start a franchise, how to franchise your business in a QSR module. Okay, I will quickly run you through the 6 modules, what it is. The first, you learnt about what is quick QSR, quick service restaurant. Second is the similar businesses in that domain. Third is you learnt about how the operations inside a franchise, a fried chicken store happens. How do you operate it? How does the raw material to the end product is gone through? And next is going to be to set up the franchise store. What do you require? And fifth is going to be how are you going to make the raw materials reach to your franchise store? That's the supply chain. And last is going to be how do you fix up on your profit margin? Okay, so how was it? I want you to quickly go down in this particular video, go to the comment section right now, pause this video and write down what are the top 3 key takeaways you took from this particular video. Okay, because I really value that, members. If you're watching this particular video, then I know that this is something that's relating to you for so long. So go down and put in the 3 key takeaways, so that the other people who are coming, other viewers, can actually see what is that they've learned. Okay, so the learning can happen like cross pollination. Okay, that's very important. So that's how we grow as an industry. Okay, so I hope this particular video gave you a complete insight. But how many of you realize that by just understanding so much, you will not be able to franchise your business? Okay, how many of you realize that? I'm sure you do, because I've told you about how the system works, but how do you actually franchise this particular business to different things? Because setting up and running your business is one part. Okay, when you have all of these running, only then you qualify to be a franchisor. So once you have the systems ready, then you need to franchise your particular thing. So franchising is a separate and a bigger game all to all, which is going to be like a rocket. I mean, if you're at one store to skyrocket, this is the vehicle you need to get onto. Okay, the franchising thing. So if you resonate with this and you want to learn more about this particular franchising, how you could franchise your business when you have all of these, then I invite you to my masterclass. So what is there inside my particular masterclass? So I'll take you to my mind map and quickly tell you what is going to be inside the franchise business masterclass. In this particular masterclass, I'm going to be telling you in detail about how you can go forward to franchise your particular business, whatever business you're in. This particular video was for fried chicken, but I'm going to be coming up with a lot of videos in this series with different businesses so that no matter what business you are, you can still franchise. Okay, so what will you be learning inside this particular masterclass? The first one I want to tell you is this masterclass worth is 199 rupees, but I'm going to give you absolutely free of cost when you click on the button below where I've shared the link to register for the masterclass today. Okay, so when you're watching this video, I have that special link there. Go and click on that. You'll be going to my landing page. So you enter your phone number, your name, and your email ID. So you will get the particular login access to your email, and make sure that you know what timing I'm doing this particular masterclass. Log into it at least like 15 minutes before, and I will be telling you in detail, okay, what exactly is going to be there. The second point is this particular masterclass is going to go on for 90 minutes. It's not a quick video where I'm going to do it. It's a masterclass. That means I'm going to get deep into everything. So what is that I'm going to be getting deep into? I'm going to be telling you what are the 5 secrets to build your own franchise ecosystem. That means I'm not going to tell you how you can just build your franchise system, but I'm going to tell you how you can build your franchise system and how to give the training, how to nurture them, how to collect royalties, how to market your product, how to market your franchise, then how to get more franchisees, then lot of stuff. Okay, so this particular franchise ecosystem is like a 360-degree approach. So once you get into my system inside my community, you will be able to get access to everything as a franchisor. Okay, I want to tell you members, this is one of the rarest communities probably across which is going to be dealing with such kind of a concept where being a business owner for you to help scale your business through franchising. The fourth is going to be at the end, I'll be offering you a coaching program. Okay, so in my masterclass of 90 minutes, I'll be running you through all these 5 secrets, how to build your franchise ecosystem. At the last, I'll be inviting you and I'll be offering you with some irresistible offers. So be ready with that. So I'll be giving you and inviting you inside my community. Okay, so if you make a decision within that limited period, I'll be giving you, if you're going to make decision and take that action there, you're going to get like super duper gifts. Okay, so get into with that mindset, learn about the 5 secrets and be ready and get into the coaching program and the my inside community. So what is this particular community about? See, this is a community about only franchisors. Okay, and only paid members. That particular community is not with members who are just getting in. They are the members who are like serious folks. Okay, serious business owners. So these are the people who are inside like you. They might be from your industry or different industry, but the formula, the system remains the same. Okay, so that is what I wanted to share with you in this particular video before I sign up. Okay, so click on the button below right now, register for the free masterclass of 90 minutes. I'm going to get in detail about how you can build your particular business into multiple stores, multiple outlets and grow in the rocket speed. Okay, your business is going like this. It has to take off. Okay, it has to just go on top. For that, you need franchising system. So having said that, I believe that this particular video gave you a lot of insight and a lot of value. So if it did, I want you to go forward and click on the subscribe button and subscribe to this particular channel, because I'll be giving you so much of information relating to how to grow your business and how to use the franchise system to grow your business. And do not forget to click the bell icon so that you get a notification whenever I'm coming up with my particular video relating to franchising and business growth and into this particular thing. So my laser focus is help you franchise your business. Having said that, it was wonderful having you here. Thank you so much for watching this particular video. If you like it, go forward and share it with people whom you care about. Okay, so having said that, have a great day, have a great business ahead and register for the masterclass. I will see you inside my masterclass, because my masterclass is going to be a live session. There are no recordings and no replays. So I will see you inside. This is Karthik Naidu here, your franchise business coach, signing off. Bye-bye.